Welcome to MAPE's Legislative Update. I'm Richard Kajewski, MAPE's Public Affairs and Communications Director, coming to you from the State House Gallery. Earlier this week, Governor Dayton signed MAPE's contract legislation. As a result, many of you have inquired about your pay raise. Here's what we know. Your raises are retroactive back to January 2nd, 2013. We're waiting to hear from Minnesota Management and Budget about which pay period all of you will start to see your increase and your back pay. As soon as we know, we'll send this information to you. Congratulations on getting a raise that is so well deserved. Now we'll turn to the budget. Up next, you'll get to view a video featuring Revenue Commissioner Myron Franz and Minnesota Management and Budget Commissioner Jim Showalter discussing Governor Dayton's proposed budget and tax reform plan for fiscal year 2014 to 2015. We hope you'll find it helpful and informative.
Hi, I'm Myron Franz, Commissioner of Revenue.
And I'm Jim Showalter, Commissioner of Management and Budget. We'd like to discuss Governor Dayton's proposed budget for fiscal years 2014 and 15. The Governor's priorities are the same as they always have been. A fair and balanced tax system, a strong economy that supports middle-class Minnesotans, and a state government that delivers better services for less. Minnesota is a special state with a tradition of investing in things that make it such a great place to live, to work, and raise a family. But we have neglected some of these crucial investments over the past decade. In that time, we spent more than we raised, despite cuts to education, health care, and other important programs. We filled the gap with one-time money and borrowing, and as a result, we now face a $1 billion deficit, and we've borrowed $1 billion more from Minnesota's schools. Governor Dayton has proposed a budget that covers our deficit, pays back our schools, and invests in our state's greatest resource, Minnesotans. These investments will strengthen our middle class, help us build a thriving economy, and create more jobs. They include early education and K-12 programs, higher education grants to make college more affordable for Minnesotans, incentives and funding to encourage businesses to expand or relocate in Minnesota, and transportation and economic development, including a bonding bill to put more Minnesotans to work.
Governor Dayton proposes to pay for these investments by reforming how government works so we deliver better services at a lower cost, and by making our tax system fair and balanced so that everyone pays their fair share. In recent years, we have relied on property taxes more and more, and homeowners, farms, and small businesses are feeling the pinch. To help, the governor's budget provides a property tax rebate of up to $500 for homeowners. He also proposes a 2-year freeze on state property taxes for businesses. After that, the tax rate for businesses would increase, but only half as fast as it does now. Right now, high-income earners, the top 2%, pay lower overall Minnesota taxes than most others in the state. The governor's budget asks them to pay their fair share by increasing the tax rate on income above $250,000 by 2%. The governor's budget lowers the corporate income tax rate by 14% for all Minnesota businesses by eliminating some tax breaks. The governor proposes lowering the sales tax rate by 20%, from 6.875% to 5.5%. He also recommends extending the sales tax to more goods and services. These changes would modernize our tax system to reflect today's economy and make our sales tax rate competitive with neighboring states. Budgets are a reflection of our values, but they are also about math, and the numbers have to add up. This proposal balances our budget with no gimmicks and no games. The governor's budget provides enough revenue to invest in education, health care, and job creation, and it strengthens our middle class and economy. This is Minnesota's moment. We can't cut our way to prosperity, and we can't tax our way to greatness. It won't be fast or easy, but we can do it. We can start by being honest about what we're buying and honest about how we're paying for it. Governor Dayton understands this proposal is the first word, not the final word. We will work with the legislature and all Minnesotans to make it even better.
For more information, visit the Governor's Budget website and subscribe to his email list for the latest budget news.
That's all for this week. We hope you enjoyed the video on the Governor's budget, outlining his goals to build a better Minnesota. MAPE's Day on the Hill is March 14th. First, we want to thank all the members who already have signed up. Next, for those of you who haven't signed up, there's still time. All you have to do is go to the Team MAPE website and register today. Don't forget to check our website, Facebook page, and Twitter feed for the latest news on the 2013 legislative session. See you next week for MAPE's Legislative Update.